Hello! Today we're going to go even deeper and talk about ethnic identity development. It is very important that you understand that your personal views of ethnicity are barriers to you serving individuals who are in the ethnic minority. As teachers, you should always reaffirm your passion for teaching, and it must be done every day. Ethnic identity is very important in teaching because each individual who may all fit within one ethnic identity learns differently, and there should be an array of learning opportunities for the individuals you serve. Teaching in a multicultural classroom requires particular awareness of students' ethnic background and how to use those as resources for learning. Teachers who understand ethnic identity as a resource provide ethnically diverse learning materials. They recognize ethnicity affects the teaching learning process, and they encourage students to notice and appreciate their own and others' physical, cultural, and linguistic differences. Students in multicultural classrooms openly discuss their own and others' groups' cultural and linguistic heritage, experiences, and accomplishments. They accommodate other cultural norms while maintaining their own cultural values and interests, and they interact comfortably with members of their same ethnic group, but are also at ease forming friendships with members of other ethnic groups. The most important thing you can do as a teacher in a multicultural classroom is to learn about your own cultural positioning, recognizing how your ethnicity, race, childhood, family, and schooling impact your teacher-student relationship. First, reflect on how what you would consider normal reflects your own specific background. Then, reflect on how people from diverse ethnic groups have their own understanding of what normal is to them. This may take some time. As you meet students and their families from other ethnic groups, read and learn about other cultures, and experience moments of contact and at times conflict. We often see in schools and classrooms a mismatch between school normal and family normal. A multicultural teacher uses these moments as opportunity for learning. Over time, aim to identify any prejudice or stereotypes that you may consciously or unconsciously carry. Growing up, I went to a low-income public school, but it wasn't until I finished undergraduate degree that I realized how much I didn't relate to the majority of my teachers because they never taught on various levels. As a teacher, you must be able to use the social upbringing into the classroom and use the cultural identity of the individuals you teach in your lesson planning. So making sure that you understand the language and the culture itself is key. Use the social learning that happens outside the classrooms inside while still teaching the required information. For instance, when I teach my kids in my volunteering program, I use social stories that relate to a much larger agenda. I use stories that kids can relate to and be able to recognize how to avoid or use the information I give to them in a meaningful way. That way, I provide real-life examples that they are able to comprehend while teaching the lesson. Before you leave school today, ask your cooperating teacher how he or she has learned about other ethnic groups in order to improve his or her teacher-student relationship. Ask your cooperating teacher what's been hardest about connecting with such a diverse group of students. Ask about when he or she had to check privilege, attitude, or stereotypes in the classrooms. Whew, this was a deep one. Think hard today. Next week, we'll talk more about the importance of the relationships we build with students based on the respect for their identities.